Check. Mic levels look good. All right, we are gonna go live. Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. I hope everyone had a phenomenal time and a restful time over the course of the holidays there. And I hope everybody had some time to take away for themselves, some from their family and friends. You can kind of see how I've added a couple of things that I got over the course of the holidays to make things a little easier on me. This microphone is now, I can move my hands underneath it. It used to be on a tripod. I've got some extra lighting here to add a little bit in the background so it's not as dull. Yeah, some fun things here. So I hope you are doing well. And I want to pop on here to talk through plan for 2024. So we're not going to look into the charts tonight. I'll probably put it in the background, but yeah, I think for this particular day and year, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how we plan on conquering 2024. What's the plan for this year? So this past year, we found it to be, even though we had time to invest in the December timeframe, we learned a lot. We got some good wins, we got some good losses, and learned a lot about how difficult it can be. Towards the latter part of December, started to find some good profitability, but still there were some chinks in the plan. And so what we're going to focus on this year, in the beginning of the year, I'm going to focus heavily on studies. I spent a lot of time these past few days. Got sick, so wasn't able to go on my trip, but spent a lot of time this past few days, and I think that the core focus is going to be on building and staying very, very true to trading plans. I'm going to be reviewing a few of the ones that ICT mentions from his charter content and seeing how close they were to the ones that I generated. And I'll be adding those and studying those and backtesting those. That's going to be a huge portion of January, February. And I think on the from a perspective of where we think the market will go, I think it's worthwhile taking a look at some of the charts here just briefly. And so we can get a sense of like, hey, what are we expecting for the market? So let's head over to the charts. So over here, we've got the daily chart here. We can kind of see on the weekly chart how we've really made a very nice move back up into that weekly area that we had expected to move up to. I think that we have a few more days of movement up higher. I think that this draw on liquidity is very, very suspect. Whether or not we'll make it up there, we need to see if we can make it above this weekly imbalance first. If we can't, if we start to fail, we could go down here before we head up higher, or we could just head lower to tackle this short-term low here. I think that from a daily perspective, though, I think that we're due maybe we'll rise for the month of January. I think that's a possibility. And then I think we'll see a little bit of a downturn, kind of like this. It depends on how far up we go. If we don't make it all the way up to the all-time highs, I think that we'll have another retracement here, potentially to this mitigation block, and then we'll head higher. It is an election year, so stranger things have happened, but where we are right now, we are in a premium, so I think a retracement is due. Whether or not it gets above this imbalance or it gets to this area of liquidity or even this one, I don't think it's going to make it all the way up here yet, but there could be some certain catalysts that take us up there. So maybe, we'll see. So in the beginning of this year, again, core focus is going to be tackling really, really specific trading plans, backtesting, making sure that they look correct, making sure that I recognize them, I went heavily into quarterly shift analysis and quarterly shift theory, sorry, and IPTA, and I will be continuing to study that. And I got a lot of really good breakthroughs that I found and noticed over the past few days, and will continue to test them and seek that thesis and seek that kind of validation there so that I can see it moving forward as well. I've become pretty good at forecasting the future draw on liquidity so far, but intraday, there are certain things that I think I could do better. So we'll be focusing on really forcing and focusing down that discipline this first part of the year, and set a very small goal, and we'll try to achieve that in the first few months, and then after then it's just snowball. So I hope that you've got a good plan for yourself as well, making sure that you're reviewing your past movements, reviewing your past recorded sessions, your past expectations for where price should be going and why. I will be doing the same. And this end of year run has been stellar, and I don't think it's going to last forever. I do think that we've got a little bit into January before we see a downturn, but I do think towards the end of January, we can start to expect to see us start to target some of these areas to the downside. That's what I expect in the latter part of January. So, yeah, I think that focus on plan, back testing. I'm not going to be able to trade at all on Tuesdays and Thursdays when I'm in office. So I'll try to make that very, very clear so no one has to watch the show or anything like that. But yeah, I'll make it clear. I'll try to make sure that I am able to delineate that with price recording only in the title. Just because I don't want you to have to watch something when I'm not here and not be able to help guide. So we'll try to make that a focus. And then Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'll still look to see if I can find certain scalps. But one change that I'll be doing is I'll probably be copying, instead of copy trading all the accounts at one time, I'll probably be copy trading them, but showing a live execution on sim, so that I don't run into any regulatory trouble later on. So that was something that got mentioned to me in the past, or I guess recently as well. So the trades will still be live if and when you see them, but they'll be reflected on a sim account in the actual recording, so that we're trading via demo and we're able to, and they could be demo trades too, but they're probably going to be copied to the demo only. I don't really like to trade demo right this moment, but maybe I'll have to go back to that. Who knows? Okay, so I'll still continue with Sunday reviews, but Tuesdays and Thursdays, there will obviously be no action from my part here, and I won't be able to monitor the chats because I'll be focused on my daytime job, and then we won't be doing evening session recaps. I'll be trying to get up early in the morning. So my goal for the 2024 year is to wake up ideally by 6 a.m. and prep for the 7 to 10 a.m. New York session, and see if I can find a trade from 7 to 8 in the morning so that I can still make it to work on time any given day, and not be impeded by meetings, because that was one of the biggest things doing a retro of this year. Meetings was the biggest distraction for every single one of my trades, right? So you can't monitor trades during a meeting. If you take a trade, you just have to hope that your stop loss doesn't get hit. And so I think that maybe later on, when I get a little bit more consistent, then I'll look for something that I can take before a meeting and just let it go and hit the stop loss if it hits. But I think I'll try to focus on that 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. time frame leading up to the 8:30 a.m. news embargo. So Yep. So that's going to be the core focus for me, shifting the strategy just a little bit, just so that I don't have to worry about meetings during times when there's optimal trading. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. So that is the plan. Let me fade back here. So that's the plan for this year. We're going to focus on execution of the plan. We're going to focus on London session analysis so that we can apply it to New York session, and maybe just aim for 20 handles. If it gives us 30 handles, great, but we're going to aim for a solid 20 handles each day that we can. And that's about it. 20 handles a day is a lot. So we'll see if we can nab 10 to 20 each day, and before the trading day ensues. And yeah, the goal will be slow but consistent movement this year. That's going to be the core goal. All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. It's it's a pretty short one here, but I think that before I leave, really core focus on very specific plan and very specific logic was something that I took out of ICT's charter price action model 1. I studied the crap out of that. So, and it's not something that's new. It's something that I've definitely known of for quite some time, but seeing it put into action really helped me out. Seeing it put into action for the charter members has really helped me out and help me think about, like, hey, what exactly is a trading plan? How specific is it? And you can kind of see it's very, very specific. So I've done back testing, and I'll continue to back test these, and look to see all the way up until price action 13, which is the 2022 model. I think that there's a lot of good stuff in there, and I think that when we get to those models, making sure the logic is there is going to be key. So I'll be writing those out as well. So yeah, that's the focus for this year. I hope you have your plan together for this year, and let's all get to profitability and get to consistency, really. So I wish you very, very happy new year, and I hope that you can too find consistency and profitability in this year. So let's get it. And we'll look forward to trading with you when I can. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be taking any live PTOs anytime soon, so you won't see me live trading like this. You won't see me live trading like the little face icon's not going to be there. But you'll still see the analysis. If you're here early enough, I will still talk through where I think the bias is going for the day, and a week, of course, in the month on Sundays. And we'll still do market prep on Sundays. I think that's going to be key each week. And yeah, I think that's it. So good luck. Good trading. Market's already open, and we're seeing price head back to the midpoint of the new week opening gap already. So good luck trading this week, and I will catch up with you soon. Take care. See ya.